What is region? Discuss the types of regions and method of regionalization. Next question: identify the important bioresource regions of India. Highlight the problems of air and remedial measures of biotic resource conservation in India. Biotic resources refers to flora and fauna of a country, and India has no dearth of these resources. With 2% of the world's land, and the country has about 5% of living resources. It has therefore been designated as one of the 12 megadiversity states in the world. India is said to have about 46,000 species of plants, that is 7% of the world's total, ranging from thorny bushes to evergreen forest. Indian fauna too is varied due to diverse physical climatic conditions, comprising 6.7% of the total world's total on the basis of studies done by several scholars like Hooker and Thompson, Clark, C.C. Kader, D. Chatterjee, S.H. Petter, etc. India can be divided into following 8 biotic resource regions. Eastern Himalaya. This region comprises the hilly areas of West Bengal, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, where heavy rainfall, high temperature, and humidity are the characteristic climatic conditions. This region comprises about 400 plant species, varying from tropical to temperate and alpine. To the height of 1,524 meters are found in the subtropical forests like sal, oak, chestnut, etc. The main trees between 1,524 meters and 2,740 meters. Temperate broad-leaved trees like birch, oak, maple, elder, etc. dominate between 2,740 and 3,657 meters lies a belt colonial forest with trees like cheer, spruce, deodar, rhododendrons, etc. A zone of alpine forest lies beyond 3,637 meters with main trees like silver, fir, juniper, or rhododendrons, mosses, and lichens. As far as fauna is concerned, this region around in lower order organisms due to hot, humid climate conditions. Various wild animals such as black and brown bear, panther, tiger, etc. are found. Besides numerous birds, Western Himalayas. This region comprising Uttaranchal, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir receives less rainfall than Eastern Himalayas. Here again in subtropical vegetation up to 1,524 meters, sal, semel, savanna type of vegetation are found. Almost amongst temperate vegetation, cheer, oak, deodar, elder, bark, and conifers are important. Similarly, alpine vegetation between 3,657 and 4,572 meters is dominated by juniper, silver, fir, birch, etc. The faunal resources of this region include various kinds of apes and goats, brown and black bear, snow leopard, panther, yak, lynx, and Kashmir stag. Besides numerous variety of birds and Assam region. This biotic resource region covers Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Tripura, and Mizoram. Vegetation here mountainous, the Himalayan heterogeneity along with Southeast Asian impact. The region abounds in various types of bamboos and palms. The characteristics fauna of this region includes the famous Indian rhino, apart from bears, panthers, elephants, wild buffaloes, Barasingha, reptiles, etc. Ganga Plain. The natural vegetation of these biodiverse regions has almost been wiped out due to population pressure and growing economic activities. Whatever floral resource remains varies between semi and shrubs in the Arwali region of evergreen mangrove forest in the Gangetic Delta. The dry deciduous trees of Uttar Pradesh changes to most deciduous in eastern Bihar and West Bengal and to mangrove tribes. Sundarbans in Ganga Delta. Moreover, there exist different types of grasses all over the region. Trees of fruits like mango, guava, etc. are also found, yielding valuable fruits. Sambar, hug deer, monkeys, royal Bengal tiger, blackback, blue wall, panther, etc. inhabit this region. Besides cows and buffaloes and numerous birds. Satluj Basin. Satluj Basin, the biotic resource region covers plains of Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan, Kutch, and northern parts of Gujarat, thorny shrubs and trees with thick bark predominance. In this region of scanty rainfall, acacias, cacti, wild plants, khajra, palas, etc. are significant trees. Faunal resources include tiger, lions of Gir forest, cheetah, panthers, sambar deers, blue whale, or domesticated cows, sheep and camels, etc. Especially in Rajasthan desert, Deccan region, this region extends over a major portion of the peninsular India. Trees of sal are found in the north, teak in the middle, while stenwood, white sandal, red sandal, thorn, etc. are found in the southern parts of the region. The Deccan region thus has Gaur, or the Indian bison, sloth bear, sambar, spotted deer, and Barasingha tiger, golden langur, elephant, panther, blue bull, hyena. The famous olive red turtles breed in Odisha coast. Malabar region. This biotic resource region extends over the western coast from Gulf of Cambay to Cameroon. This type of vegetation here ranges from the moist tropical evergreen to broad-leaf mixed and monsoon deciduous types. The temperate mountain forest found in the Nilgiri Hills. It's called solar forest. The region also bears the influence of Malay vegetation. The faunal resources here include sambur, chital, elephant, bisons, monkeys, numerous variety of birds, etc. Andaman and Nicobar regions, the floral resource of this region clearly depict the Malayan and Burmese influence. The main vegetation type is tropical evergreen type with different varieties of palms, canes, etc. The region abounds in lower order organisms. Offshore regions, numerous varieties of fish, such as coral, turtles, mollusks, crustaceans, seaweeds, reptiles, etc. are found here. Problems of biotic resource conservation. The country's biotic resources, including forest and wildlife, are being depleted at an alarming rate, which is a threat to the ecological stability. The major problem of biotic resource conservation include Deforestation due to the developmental activities such as agriculture, settlement industries, etc. Traditional Jhumi agriculture, forest fires, most of it in India, and are caused by human agency, deliberately and or accidentally overgrazing, continuous hunting of wildlife of games, illegal poaching, lack of adequate fodder, health and proper management of facilities for livestock, remedial measures, and first taking steps for population stabilization, control and strict regulation of developmental activities, especially in the ecologically sensitive areas, large-scale afforestation program, devising, testing, and demonstration policies, principles, and techniques for prevention, detection, and suppression of forest fires, utilization of GIS technology for the conservation of flora and fauna resource, continuous increase in the national parks and wildlife sanctuaries in all parts of the country, strict laws and their implementation for the protection of wildlife and control of poaching and illegal trade in wildlife products. So thank you. Identification of endangered species, wildlife, wild animals for the purpose of captive breeding, scientific and proper management of livestock. So thank you.